it on. "Don't listen to him, Fish," said a member of the Ravenous Rovers, a small group of uniquely gluttonous pirates. "He's lying." "Ah, that's true. I was lying indeed. I am a liar." Another jailed scoundrel held up one of his grimy hands. "How do we know you're actually lying if you say you're a liar?" The question silenced the imprisoned mutineers. This was a welcome distraction, as Fish had not spoken to Cobb about pardoning the pirates, and he didn't plan to either. He turned toward the water, then nearly leaped back when he noticed a stranger leaning against the prison's wooden bars. The man's face was deeply tanned, his long black hair bunched back in a ponytail. Fish had never seen this sailor on the Mistress. Nervously, he backed away. "Who are you?" The man bowed dramatically. "The name is Carlo." "He turned up this morning," added Jumping Jack, a close ally of the mutinous Scab. "He's a local." A local? The island was deserted. They'd been there for 2 weeks, and they'd encountered only the wild pigs and chickens. "What are you doing here?" "Hoping you had extra," Carlo said with a shrug. "I've lived on wild game for more than a year now, but I've never seen pork prepared quite like that. Looks delightful." "No," Fish said, "not here at the jail. Here on this island." "Oh, that. A terribly long story. I was quite excited to see the lot of you turn up a few weeks back. Would have introduced myself at the time, but once all the pistols and cannons started firing, I decided it was best to keep to myself." "And yet you're here now," noted the Ravenous Rover. "Indeed," Carlo conceded. "The smell of fine food will lure any soul out of hiding." "You were marooned?" Fish asked. "Yes," Carlo replied. He sighed. "I'm cursed." The word had the power of a crack of thunder. Instantly, the other scalawags backed away to the far corner of the jail, as far from Carlo as possible. "Don't curse us too," a prisoner protested. "Mine is a personal curse," Carlo said. "You have nothing to fear." The pirates were visibly relieved. One muttered something about how he felt like he'd dodged a punch. Then Jumping Jack struck him in the jaw and noted that he hadn't missed that one. Both men, including the victim, found this hysterical. Fish was flummoxed. He was still getting used to pirate humor. He turned to Carlo. "What exactly is a personal curse?" "It only follows me, like a debt, one might say. The curse is the reason I was abandoned here in the first place. Don't worry, you're all fine. Well, except for this lot," he said, motioning to the captives. "Now, tell me, what landed these poor souls in jail?" "Mutiny," Fish replied. "An ill-conceived one in retrospect," said Jumping Jack. "Your mistake was trusting Scab," Fish said. "A pirate shouldn't trust anyone," Carlo added. Jumping Jack pointed a mostly gnawed bone for emphasis. "True. Don't think Cobb won't turn against you and your friends if it's in his best interest, Fish." A surge of anger rose in the boy. The captain of the scurvy Mistress had watched over Fish since he'd first joined the crew. He'd placed his faith and trust in Fish. "You're wrong. Cobb is a good man." One pirate laughed. Another spat out a chunk of pork in protest, then regretted it immediately. The rogue picked the morsel up out of the sand, brushed it off, and popped it back into his mouth. He mumbled. "Crunchy." "You say this Cobb is a good man, eh?" Carlo pressed. Fish was less confident in his reply this time. He felt the stares of the prisoners on him, harsh as the rays of the sun. "Yes." "And Scab and the rest of us are bad, then?" asked Jumping Jack. Fish shrugged. "Wasn't it that simple?" Carlo waved in the direction of the open water. "There is no such thing as good or bad out there in the wilds of the sea. The line between the two is blurry at best." A balding, gray-bearded member of the Ancient Eight